Hi, this is Stephen Pfeiffer. I'm a conservation associate here at Idaho Rivers United. Today we'll be talking about salmon and steelhead recovery. A federal report is currently out concerned with their management, and you have an opportunity to provide public comment on it. The report is what is known as a Draft Environmental Impact Statement, or DEIS. The DEIS is a federal plan that is intended to mitigate the impacts of the Columbia Snake River hydrosystem on management of salmon and steelhead. The hydrosystem is a system of dams and reservoirs along the Columbia Snake Rivers. The report maintains the hydrosystem that has been detrimental to salmon and steelhead and has resulted in populations throughout the Columbia River Basin being Endangered Species Act listed. It also falls in line with decades of federal management plans that have spent $18 billion on unsuccessful recovery measures. Idaho's wild Snake River salmon and steelhead must pass through 8 dams on their migrations, which has severely limited their ability to return in abundance to central Idaho lakes and streams. The construction of the 4 lower Snake River dams proved to be too much for Idaho's fish and resulted in their population collapse. In the DEIS process, federal agencies are required to examine several alternative options before deciding on the preferred alternative. The main action the preferred alternative recommends is a flexible spill operation where more water is spilled over dams to aid salmon migration during part of the day, and more water is run through turbines for power production during the rest of the day. These actions will not result in salmon recovery and maintain the status quo of uncertainty and low salmon returns. Restoring the lower Snake River via dam breaching was investigated, but it was not recommended in this report. The preferred alternative will not get salmon populations to meet recovery goals, nor will it ensure their continued survival. Only breaching the lower Snake River dams will achieve recovery and minimize risk of extinction for Idaho's wild salmon. The report also falls short in its economic analysis. Sport fishing is a $1.1 billion industry in the state of Idaho. During a strong salmon return in 2003, salmon and steelhead anglers spent $8.6 million a month in the Clearwater region alone. Yet the DEIS did not quantify the benefits restored salmon and steelhead populations would have for these businesses and river communities. Restoration of the lower Snake River would open up 140 miles of river to activities like hunting, angling, hiking, camping, and rafting, all of which contribute to a large outdoor rec economy in Idaho and other northwestern states. The report also contains an inadequate analysis of the costs of replacing the services that the dams provide. The usefulness of the aging, costly dams is overstated. Factors like the financial health of the Bonneville Power Administration, who markets energy produced by the hydro system, were not fully examined. An opportunity for creative solutions involving clean energy investment was also missed. A collaborative Northwest solution is still very much possible, as stakeholders get together and talk with a desire to end the uncertainty surrounding the future of our iconic salmon. 3 things are crucial to any solution going forward. It should restore wild salmon and steelhead stocks to harvestable, abundant populations that are well dispersed across the region. Should also invest in regional infrastructure and maintain a clean, reliable energy grid. Finally, it should create an economy and river system that works for everybody, maintaining strong farming communities while recovering the health of our fishing communities. So there is still opportunity to provide public comment on the DEIS. The deadline to do so is on April 13th. Please consider speaking up for salmon and letting your federal government know that this report does not do enough to recover them. Be sure to visit idahorivers.org and our partner organizations' websites for more information, like white papers on this DEIS, as well as other work we're currently engaged in.